Saturday, so you know what that means, folks. Syndicate Championship Wrestling brings to you Saturday Showdown. Hey folks, I am your hostess with the mostest, Shaggy Black, bringing something to you, some of the hardest hitting fake virtual fighting this side of the internet. And we got a good show for you here tonight, folks, with our main event of the evening has got some stakes, as Kevin Youngblood will meet our SCW World Champion Reese Price one-on-one in a title eliminator. Meaning, if Kevin Youngblood picks up the victory tonight, he will be facing Reese Price one-on-one for the SCW World Championship at Showdown, our Independence Day show. And folks, that is our main event of the evening, but we're going to kick this off right now with the Strong Style Champion in action. Let's head down to the ring. Uptown Yuri coming back here in the Showdown Arena. He is going up against our Strong Style Champion here tonight. And, you know, Yuri, the Uptown Step, is coming from Greenland Cause Gym. Of course, anytime you see a Greenland's Cause wrestler here, you can always go on WWE 2K26's Community Creations and type in green, spelled with 2 3s instead of E's, and Greenland being a whole word. And you can look up that hashtag, you can see many of the wrestlers that you see on our show here tonight. And of course, Yuri stepping back, not a stranger to SCW. It's glad to see him back in the ring. And then now, the Chicago wind has blown in the champ. Dressed to the nines is our Strong Style Champion, man. Gotta love it.
And his opponent from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 235 pounds, the SCW Underground Champion,
Antoine Cartier had that brutal San Diego street fight, was literally in a street against Bruce Stubbs a few weeks ago. And man, oh man, I don't know how he was able to pull out the victory there that night. But you got to give it to him. Those Chicago guys are built super tough. And this man having that Strong Style title proves it's such. Now, of course, it is one-on-one. No title on the line here for the champ. But, you know, if Yuri picks up that W here tonight, he could earn a shot. Here we go. Both men try to rush out of the corner. Couldn't get anything, but now it looks like our champion squeezing the life out of Yuri there. And we got a roll-up. Ref trying to get in position. No, ref couldn't get in position. Broke up. Yuri was able to kick out the champ. Oh, starting off hot. Yuri's not being able to get no offense in, as it is all the champ here. But now Yuri able to jockey for position. But oh, the champ trying to come back, and Cartier going to the outside with that springboard elbow drop. Oh, right to the back. He didn't get all of it, but he got enough to keep Yuri back down. Now Yuri, oh, with the Hurricane Rana. Good shit from Yuri. Yuri trying to go for a moonsault. No, Cartier gets out of the way. Cartier sending Yuri to the ropes. Look at the power slam. Good Lord, from Antoine Cartier. Cartier starting off, like I said, he was starting off hot. Now he's trying to pick up the momentum and put it back on his side. Now look at this, Cartier going to the top rope. Stomp! Right to the gut. And we got a cover. 1, 2, kick out at 2. Cartier doing what he can here. And man, oh man, Cartier stomping away. And man, look at Cartier going, but no, Yuri stepping back into it. And now Yuri gets tossed out of the ring for his troubles, and Cartier stares away. You gotta give it to Cartier. He's not going to the outside. He normally goes to chase after his opponents. And speaking of the devil, there it is. Cartier going right after Yuri, and Cartier, look at this. Cartier, oh my God, curb stomp on the outside. Say goodnight. Ref restarts the count. Now Cartier going back up to the top rope. What's Cartier thinking here? Cartier's pointing to the member in the crowd. Cartier, what the? Oh my God. Yuri reverses whatever the hell Cartier was looking to do there. Now Yuri back on the attack. Look at the senton from Yuri. Now Yuri fighting with those chops. Look at the combos from Yuri right there. Oh. Now Yuri introducing Cartier to the ring guard. Or the barricade, excuse me. Now Cartier's got Yuri up, but Yuri reverses, slips out, going right after the leg of Cartier. Now Cartier, however, Cartier, wait, got him up. Oh man, gold standard. Refs count. Refs count is up to, I believe that was 8. But now look at this, Yuri and Cartier back in the ring. Leapfrog, drop down, and no, miscommunication there. And look at this, set him up. Oh, Street Dreams. Street Dreams hits, and we got a cover. 1, 2, 3. Your winner, Antoine Cartier. Picking up another victory here tonight, this Cartier. But what the hell? It's Stubbs! Bruce Stubbs coming out of nowhere, stomping on Cartier. Bruce Stubbs and Antoine Cartier. This dance feels like it's gonna go on forever. Cartier trying to defend himself, and Stubbs. And these two going right at it. Oh my God, what a smack from Stubbs. Cartier defeated Bruce Stubbs in that San Diego street fight, keeping the strong style title in his hands. And yet, Bruce Stubbs is not through with him whatsoever. And now both men just slapping the hell out of each other. Now Stubbs with the reversal. No, now Cartier with the reversal. Now a chop. No, Stubbs, and now they're both throwing hands, beating the life out of each other. My God. And Stubbs gets the best of him. And now Stubbs, he's got him up. And Stubbs with a heaven sent. Stubbs hitting Cartier with the heaven sent. Now Stubbs trying to go for the 8 gates, but no, Cartier getting right out of that. Now Cartier fighting back, you'll love to see it. Oh my God. Now Stubbs trying to go, oh my God. Looks like Cartier was going for something but missed. Now Stubbs sending, oh, teeth knocker, hit. Now Stubbs could be trying to attempt to go for the 8 gates again, no. He's just wrenching back on the neck of Cartier. Stubbs getting thrown to the ropes. Cartier tried to go for something, missed again. Cartier just got out of this match And now Stubbs has got him up again. Will he hit? Will he hit Heaven Sent one more time? And he does! Exclamation point as Stubbs leaves his mark here tonight. What the hell, man? It's like Stubbs is just relentless against Cartier. Stubbs wants that strong style title back by any means necessary. And Stubbs unhappy with the results at what happened at Malice in Wonderland. But you gotta give it to our strong style champion for defending himself here tonight. But it looks like Stubbs came out here on a mission. My goodness, man. And of course, folks, thank you all for tuning in. If you have the opportunity, please hit that like button. And if you aren't subscribed already, please go ahead and subscribe. We appreciate you when you do. Don't want to be one of those YouTubers that tells you to do that, but you really help our channel a lot when you do that. And for all those who are just tuning in for the first time, thank you all for tuning in. We have our shows every Saturday, 1 p.m. Eastern, noon Central. And of course, our special event shows go live at 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Central. Now, folks, we're going to keep this thing going here, as next up, we have another champion in action as Diaz Tatem is ready for action here tonight. Let's head back down to the ring. Well, we see Grok in the ring getting ready for his match against the television champion Diaz Tatem. And Tatem walking to the ring slowly, and Grok ready to go. That is a massive dude in the ring, and Tatem not having it. Tatem's not trying to fight tonight, but look at this! Alex Perez right behind him. Alex throwing Tatem in the ring, so we are going to have a match here tonight. Regardless on how Tatem feels, ref rings the bell, and Grok tries to go for a clothesline, and oh, Tatem takes full advantage. And now looks like Tatem tried to go for something and missed entirely. And Alex Perez coming out here, making sure Diaz Tatem is participating in this match so he doesn't run away. Again, these two men have met met last week and met the week before at Malice in Wonderland and last week's Showdown. And of course, Alex's teams were able to pick up the victory. Now Tatem just chopping wood on Grok there. The big caveman getting hit. And now we got to cover one. No, kick out at one. Tatem and Perez go back and forth every time. And now Tatem not wanting anything to do with this caveman in the ring. Another Greenland Cause representative. He's getting more than he bargained for as Grok has him in the tree of woe position, but no, Tatem gets right out of that. But oh, Grok with a clothesline. Or Grog, excuse me. Grog showing that strength with a bear hug. Squeezing the life out of Tatem, but Tatem getting right out of that. Ooh, like ear clap. Ooh, but Grok coming back at it. Grog. I keep saying Grok like it's some lame Twitter name, but it's not. The big man's got Tatem up. And oh! Snake Eyes in the corner. Now Grog, what is Grog doing? Oh! Grog! Hip thrust in the corner. Grog is feeling himself, man, as Tatem looks like he doesn't know where the hell he is. Grog been thrown in the corner by Tatem. Tatem's got to approach this differently, as this could be trouble for Tatem, but Tatem showing that strength with the exploder suplex in the corner. Tatem now stomping on the chest of Grog. Grog, of course, big man. Tatem's gonna have to do a little bit more damage here. Oh, with the springboard forearm connecting. dropping the knee and missed. Oh, what a clothesline from Grog. Grog feeling the roar of the crowd. The caveman trying to get hyped up. What is he doing? Looks like he zoned out there for a second. Now Grog has got Tatum up in the powerbomb position, but Tatum gets out of that. Now Tatum, oh, with the knee drop to the skull. You can see that man tweaking out. Tatum doing the tweaking, man. And now you see Tatum trying to get the best, tucking the head of Grog. Oh, what a super kick. Cheeky Nando's. So what I remember that being called, we got to cover one. No, kick out as one. Tatum picking up Grog. Now Tatum dropping Grog to the knee and just dropping the knee right into the stomach of Grog. Grog's wisely rolling out of the ring. And look at this, grabs Tatum and pulls him to the ropes, knocking Tatum down. And now Grog has got right back in it. Grog picking Tatum up and Tatum. Oh, man. Tatum slowly but surely chipping away at Grog. Now he's got Grog on his shoulders, hitting the 305 driver. Now he's looking to finish Grog off. No, but Grog blocks it. No! Grog with a clothesline. And now Grog got him up, got Tatum up. What's he thinking here? Oh my God, what a move from Grog. Planting Tatum. And could this be an upset here? Could this be an upset? Could the caveman get the win? We got a cover here. 1, 2, we could have an upset. 3, no, 2.999. Grog, thought I seen Grog put away the television champion, but he got right out of it. And the crowd is loving it. As Tatum looks like he's doesn't know what to do here. Is Grog getting his second gear? The caveman is just definitely down to beat the hell out of the television champion. Could you imagine Grog picking up the win here tonight? Oh, but look at the combos coming from the champ. Just straight kicks, knocking him down. And like I said, could you imagine if Grog picks up a victory here as the television champion? What would that mean for the television title coming down the line? Wouldn't Grog get a shot at the title? And look at this, now we got to cover. What a knee. 1, 2, no, kick out at 2. Grog trying to do some damage to the television champion, but gotta give it to Tatum. Tatum is still in this match. And you haven't seen one sign of Yamashita at all during this match. Now Tatum fighting Grog back. And now Tatum and Grog looking to go toe-to-toe. Tatum proving that he is not a little man. He is trying to take out this big behemoth. Tatum telling Grog to bring it, and now both of these men are beating the shit out of each other. Throwing rights and lefts, and now both men staggered. And now Tatum fighting back. Oh, Tatum's talking for that knee strike, and Grog just got right out of it. What a clothesline from Grog, sending Tatum to the ground. This match has been all Grog, and now Grog, oh my God, Alabama slam into a cover. 1, 2, no, kick out at 2. Tatum is getting ragdolled here, but Grog doesn't know what to do. Now Grog setting up to take Tatum out once and for all, but no, Tatum, reverse, oh, F out the way, F out the way. 1, 2, 3. Diaz Tatem is your winner. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Diaz Tatem I'm not gonna hold you, may have slighted his opponent, as Grog definitely was on top, but Tatum definitely do what he can to fight back in this match. Tatum and Grog going left and going back and forth, and Grog definitely brought it to the television champion. But of course, the television champion, savvy as he is, was able to counter whatever Grog had, and only to tell Grog to get the F out the way. In for the 1, 2, 3.
Here is your winner, Yamashita Diaz Tatem.
Tatum picks up the important W here tonight, but of course, he has to deal with having Alex Perez coming down and making sure he takes this match. That was kind of nuts, in a sense, to where I thought that I didn't even know Alex was in the building. I know Kevin is in the building getting ready for his main event match here tonight, but I didn't even know Alex was in the building like that. So folks, of course, next week we will be working towards our 4th of July special, and this year is going to be a special one, as it will be on the 4th of July. First time in a long time we've had a show where it was actually on the 4th of July, but I definitely can't wait for that Saturday Showdown, and that one's going to be a special one. Of course, with our main event dictating that main event coming down the line. And wait a minute, folks, I'm told that our interviewer in the back has gotten Tatum aside here. It looks like we're gonna cut to that. Let's head backstage and speak with Ashley Kelly as she's got Diaz Tatem aside. Alex, you've been the absolute bane of my existence. Let's clear the air. You hate me, and I utterly despise you. You're obsessed over me because we are the same. It eats you alive knowing I brought kerosene to hell, just waiting for you at your doorstep. You can't get inside my head, but these pathetic attempts to cost me my moments, it's exhausting. It's a travesty, and even for you in your little Lion Club playhouse. You need to be handled once and for all. We need you removed. We need to send you on that Samoan Society vacation now. Mr. Tatum, I couldn't help but notice that it seems that you were in need of pest control. My name is Colonel Natalie Black. I represent a business that specializes in neutralizing our targets, and that includes pest. Money Gang isn't just a name, ma'am. This interview's over. Colonel Black, is it? We've got plenty business to discuss. Yes, plenty. And I assure that what we have to offer will be exactly what you're looking for. Who the hell was that? Colonel Natalie Black? What the? How the hell did she get in here? Well, whatever it is, that seems nefarious, man. I mean, of course, Money Gang Inc.'s got some things happening behind the scenes from this benefactor that's been talking to Reese Price. On top of that, now we got this mysterious woman backstage talking to Diaz Tatem, and I gotta say, I don't know what's going on, but we'll find out a little later. Also, shout out to Ashley Kelly, our backstage interviewer, and we appreciate her showing up when she can, snagging the ever frustrated Diaz Tatem. Well, folks, this show still goes on the road, and up next we will see the women in contest tonight as EVE takes on a newcomer, Sabin. That match is coming up right now. Let's head down to the ring. Miss Sabin comes down to the ring in her first match in Syndicate Championship Wrestling history. Now, of course, I heard that she is another representative of Greenland Cause. Of course, you can go ahead and download her any chance you get. And Sabin here tonight is going to be in a hell of a contest, because I would like to believe that her opponent is not a happy camper after what she considered coming up so close. But I know how she will feel about that. But it's good to see Sabin making her debut here tonight. Let's see what she has in store for the SCW universe. Like I mentioned before, her opponent may not be super happy right about now.
And her opponent from Lagos, Nigeria, Goddess EVE.
The Warrior Goddess EVE. Even she's coming out with the big guns. She is definitely not too happy about the turnout of her championship match at Malice in Wonderland, going up against Champagne Knight, and EVE gave it her all in that match, even going down as much as she hit the spear the first time, only got the 2 count, and only for her to go for a second spear, and that gets reversed by the world champion, and she ends up picking up the W. Now, of course, Sabin going up against EVE, and I know EVE is upset with herself that she is not women's world champion, but now she's looking to go head-to-head with this newcomer here, and Sabin not having any of that. Sabin going right after it. Look at this. Combination strikes from Sabin. And now we got another collar and elbow tie-up. Now EVE pushing back. Now these ladies are locking up again. And Sabin again not afraid, showing her strength. And oh, what a kick from Sabin. Sabin, of course, is trying to stake her claim here in the women's division. But of course, she's got tough competition here tonight, as EVE is one of the strongest women we have in the division. Now look at this, stomping on the back and just dribbling her head into the mat is EVE. Now, ooh, look at the shoulder tackle from EVE, sending Sabin to the ground, but Sabin reverses. Now Sabin going for those quicks. Look at going for the punches. The EVE just attacking with a slap. Now, look at the roll-up from EVE. We got a cover. No, not even a 1 count. Sabin kicks out of that. Good on her. Now EVE using the strength with that power bomb and a knee to the face. My God. EVE is definitely coming out here a little bit angry. But Sabin out of the ring, trying to get her wits about her, and EVE staring at Sabin. Sabin's come to, and now Sabin's climbing back and getting back in the ring. Now Sabin's going for a grab, and now she gets it. Sabin's got EVE on her shoulders, but EVE with the reversal. Now EVE with the right hand. EVE showing that strength. And just, snake eyes on the ropes to Sabin. Now EVE's with a cover. One by Sabin. EVE's wondering what she's got to do to keep Sabin out. Now EVE getting hit. Sabin going right at her with these forearms. And now Sabin with a cover. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. Sabin, of course, trying to get over in her debut match, but look at this. Sabin goes for all the gusto, misses. EVE sends Sabin to the ropes. Sabin with a block. Sabin sending EVE to the ropes, and look at this. Kick to the gut. And now Sabin's on the attack with these chops. And EVE cuts that short. Sabin again, starting up the combos and just going right after EVE. You got to give it to her, but EVE with the block. Now it's EVE's turn with the forearm shots, taking Sabin down off her feet. And now EVE sending Sabin to the corner. Now EVE, oh, what a body slam. Now EVE's second rope, telling Sabin to get up on her feet. Axe handle, but no, Sabin blocks. Sabin blocks with a counter. Excuse me, she hits a counter instead of a block. Now Sabin trying to pull EVE away from those ropes so she can get only consume a cover, but no. EVE gets out of it. Now, what a drop kick from EVE. EVE goes for a cover here. One. No, kick out at one. Now EVE stomping away on the chest of Sabin. Look at this. Sabin down on the ground, but EVE's got her in her sights. Spear connects. Spear connects, and that could be all she wrote. 1, 2, 3. Your winner, EVE. Gotta give it to Sabin, folks, in her debut match here in SCW. She took it to one of the toughest women we have in our women's division. Sabin could have almost picked up a win. She got a 2.999 right there. Almost put away EVE there. She brought it to it, but it was right here. EVE called game with the spear out of the corner, folding Sabin here and getting the 1, 2, 3.
Here is your winner,
EVE picks up a victory here tonight, and she needed this one after a bounce. She needed a bounce back win after coming up short at Malice in Wonderland. But will she do enough to get right back to having her shot at the SCW Women's World Championship? Only time will tell. But folks, it is now time for our main event of the evening, as we now have, for the first time ever, Kevin Youngblood taking on Big Wave Reese Price in a non-title. But this match does have title implications, as if Kevin Youngblood wins this tonight, he will challenge for that SCW World Championship next week on Showdown. Folks, enough of me talking. Let's get down to the ring. The champ is here.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, representing Money Incorporated from Biloxi, Mississippi, weighing in at 327 pounds, the SCW World Wrestling Champion and one half of the SCW Tag Team Champions,
Now, of course, Money Gang has had their ups and downs here over the recent weeks. Last week's main event with having lost to the Lionheart Combat Club and James Lee, in a six-man tag match. James Lee picked up the victory for his team, pinning JT Money. But of course, Reese Price is locked in on a different situation. We didn't see him last week come out with the Tag Team Championship. They came out with their singles titles. But now Price is taking on an unfamiliar opponent.
Long live the king.
And his opponent, representing the club from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 243 pounds, the king of old school, Kevin Youngblood.
Kevin Youngblood, of course, coming off of 2 victories, one at Malice and then one last week, both tag matches. It can come up with another victory tonight. And of course, that picking up a win over Reese Price is no small task. This man hasn't lost a one-on-one match in quite some time. I mean, the last person he lost a match against was the former SCW World Champion, Dwayne Fox. But Kevin Youngblood, of course, saying that he's trying to save Syndicate Championship Wrestling by restoring order and bringing wrestling back to the forefront here in SCW. But of course, what better way to achieve that than by leaving with the SCW World Championship, which he has the opportunity to do next week if he wins here tonight. And both men are looking to be ready to go. But what the hell? That's JT Money's music. And now JT Money strutting out here. And now Kevin, of course, JT Money and Kevin Youngblood have a history as Kevin is staring at JT. And I know Reese Price may not have wanted JT Money out here. Reese Price has been trying to do things on his own, but JT Money is doing his quote-unquote backup duties. And now the bell is rung, but then here comes Price straight at Kevin. And now Price he's gonna try to wear down Kevin as much as he can. Now I will say this, folks, Reese Price has Kevin beat in the strength department, but of course Kevin with the technical in-ring ability and that ring IQ, it's going to be a very interesting thing. And now you see Kevin going for that third elbow drop. No! Villain tactics, vintage Kevin Youngblood. And now Kevin showing the strength. And Kevin and Reese Price, this is the first time these two met ever one-on-one here in SCW. And this is going to be a great match here. Look at the strength again from Kevin with a German suplex, taking out the champ. And of course, Kevin has got to wear down the big man here. Oh my God, and look at the forearm shot. And now Reese Price rolling out to the outside. But of course, with JT Money sitting on the outside, what does that mean for Kevin Youngblood's chances? As Kevin has, Reese Price on the shoulder and just connects with the knee to the back of the dome. Now Kevin has got the champ up. Welcome to Toronto. That back breaker, tenderizing the lower back so he can set up for possibly a sharpshooter later on. And you see Kevin just got flung over the top rope by Reese Price. Reese Price, bigger man here. Folks, we're going to take a quick commercial break here for the main event. Don't you dare leave this YouTube channel. We will be right back. Welcome back, folks. Our main event of the evening, Kevin Youngblood, Reese Price. Kevin Youngblood taking it to Price, knocking the world champ over the top rope. And Kevin goes to pursue, but going right after JT Money. And now Kevin focusing back on the world champ. He knows a title opportunity is hanging in the balance, but JT Money's interfering. And now look at this. Oh my God. Reese Price gets thrown into JT Money, and now Kevin knocking out JT, and Kevin's throwing Reese back in the ring. killing two birds with one stone. What's Kevin gonna do here to take full advantage? And now Kevin's dragging Reese Price. And now working on the arm. Kevin is methodical. He attacks those body parts to set up for any of those submissions. Of course, being the main one being the sharpshooter. But Reese Price ain't having none of that. Stomps away on Kevin. Kevin wisely rolls out of the ring, and now he rolls back in. Reese trying to lay in the corner, but Kevin takes full advantage of that. Now Kevin going right after the knee, the injured knee of Reese Price. I remember he was telling us a while back he hurt that in a football injury. And now he's here, wrestling here tonight, and Kevin's gonna take full advantage, going right after that injured knee. Now before we went on commercial break, Kevin definitely attacked that leg, going forward. And Kevin's doing what he can to try to chop the big man down and keep him down. But Price, of course, ever vigilant, not having any of that. Kevin, the wise old dog, knows all and takes advantage of the situation, especially if he smells blood in the water. Now Kevin shooting over, ducking over. Look at this! Look at the clothesline, and look at the spin put on that clothesline by Kevin. Kevin is hyped up. Kevin with a neck breaker. Now Kevin looking to pull Reese Price away from the ropes. Now Kevin could be going for it. Kevin, can he get it locked in? Can he get it locked in? He's got that sharpshooter locked in. Sharpshooter locked in. But no, Price too strong for that. Kicking out, getting Kevin right off of him. Now Kevin trying to go for him in the corner. Reese Price gets out of the way. Now Reese with that, sending Kevin to the mat and just stomping away. This is the part where Reese Price is going to have to use that strength, take the munch out the old man, and look at this. That's exactly what he's going to do with that running power bomb. This is how he defeated. This is how he defeated the. Wait, we got to cover it. Look at his feet on the ropes. 1, 2, no. Kick out at 2. Reese Price's legs was on the ropes. But that running power bomb is how he defeated James Lee. Now Price looking to try to put away Kevin Youngblood. Could be going for the biggest moonsault ever, and he connects. We got it. Could he hit it? 1, 2, no! Kevin finds a way to kick out. Kevin finds a way to kick out of the biggest moonsault ever. And now Reese is banging away in the back of the head of Kevin. Reese Price checking that leg as Kevin's pulling himself up in the corner. And now Reese diving the corner. No, Kevin gets out of the way. Now Kevin pushing Reese Price to the ropes. But now Price throwing Kevin back over the top rope. And Kevin on the outside, just slow to get up. And now Price now on the outside. Both men on the outside. Look at the kitchen sink knee from Kevin Youngblood. But Reese Price gets right up and does these clubbing blows. Oh, what a headbutt from Price. Again, if Kevin Youngblood wins this match, he faces Price one-on-one again. This time for the SCW World Championship. But Reese Price can eliminate that here tonight as long as he picks up the W. But Kevin is definitely going to give it his all here. Now Kevin gets his leg trapped from Price and belly to belly from Reese Price. Again, Kevin doesn't have to win by pinfall or submission. He can also win by countout. And I know Kevin has no problem winning by countout as he throws Reese Price on the opposite end. The ref's count is up to 7, and the ref trying to tell the champ to get back in the ring, and Kevin's not, no problem. Ref's count is up to 8, and Reese Price gets back into the ring, and now Kevin sending Reese Price into the corner. And now look at this. Kevin, of course, I said Kevin goes right after it. Is Kevin going for the, Kevin's going for the figure four on the ring post, going right after the injured leg of Reese Price. I told you, Kevin is going to attack any weakness that he sees. And he is definitely targeting the weak knee of Reese Price. Ref's count is up to 3. Both men are still on the outside, and Price with a lariat. Ref's count is up to 5 now. Both men are still fighting on the outside. Now Kevin showing that strength, breaking with a shoulder breaker. And now Kevin feeling the crowd's hype. Ref's count is up to 7, but Kevin's climbing the top rope. And now Kevin with an axe handle. That's going to reset the count. And Kevin is just taking it to Reese Price. But Price, of course, not having any of that. Now Price sending Kevin over to the Spanish announce table, and oh my God, is throwing Kevin around. Of course, Reese Price can also win this match via countout. And now the ref's count is up to 6. I don't know if that's going to be enough to keep Kevin down, but Price doesn't give a damn. Kevin's still not even getting up. Reese Price could still win this match via countout. 9. Reese Price didn't see Kevin get back in the ring at 9, but there we go. Reese Price setting up for another powerbomb, but no, Kevin reverses. And now Kevin going for another sharpshooter. Kevin's got him in a sharpshooter. Could this be it? Will this be it? And he taps. Oh my God. Reese Price taps. Kevin Youngblood wins. Kevin Youngblood defeats Reese Price. And I gotta tell you, this is huge. Not only will Kevin get a title shot here next week, but that is the first singles loss we have seen from Reese Price in months. Folks, it has been months since we saw that. And Reese Price did everything he could to send Kevin away, but Kevin, of course, attacking that injured knee.
Here's your winner, the King of the
Kevin Youngblood going after the injured knee of Reese Price. And I know he's not going to be happy, but next week, our main event, the SCW World Championship, will be on the line as Big Wave Reese Price defends his title against Kevin Youngblood. Will Reese be able to leave as champion, or will Kevin Youngblood become the one and only 4-time SCW World Champion? Folks, we will see you here next week on this YouTube channel. You take care of yourselves.